Okay, so here is my 2017 presentation of the year. Now, it's a slightly odd conceit and it's definitely an odd choice, but bear with me on this. A very short clip, I'm going to play it twice. First time now in a second, and then again at the end, so you can see maybe what I'm talking about. And it's only 18 seconds long. And I won't say anything more about it except that this is Jay Gruden, who is the head coach of the Washington Redskins American football team. This is a press conference after a game against the Arizona Cardinals. It's pretty obvious that they've lost, but that's not really the point. Watch the clip and I'll make a few comments afterwards.
I don't like the way we came out. I don't like the way they had 16-play drive right down our throat to start the game. I don't like the way our offense answered with 2 penalties on the first drive and having to punt. That's not the way we want to come out of a football game, getting ready for a good team on the road. I don't like the fact we had 2 turnovers and we didn't cause any. I don't like the fact that we lost the game.
That's Jay.
Okay, so what the hell was that all about? Well, people often ask me, give us an example of a really good presentation, or can you recommend any TED Talks or YouTube clips where there's somebody who does all of the things that you would say are good things to do. And I think they're false examples because they're performances, they're not presentations. Likewise, stuff you see on television is often a performance, not a presentation. A presentation, like most people watching this would give, is a conversation with people at work. Many people in a room, but it's a conversation. And that last clip had all of the good stuff in it. It had, first of all, it was authentic. It wasn't scripted, it wasn't planned in advance, it wasn't written like a speech, it just flowed, and it was better for that. Secondly, emotion. You could tell that Coach Gruden wasn't happy, and he just expressed that without any specific training or body language or expression. There was no conscious effort to manipulate body language. People talk about how important body language is. It just happens though. It just happens when you're miserable, you look miserable. There was opinions. This is very important. In a presentation, your opinions are what is valuable. So people often present facts and figures and they fill screens with stuff and they just put it out there, but they don't say what they think. What you think is the important bit. You're saying, the important thing I notice here, folks, is, or the thing I want to draw your attention to, or the key point that I found from all of this. It's like a doctor saying to a patient, this is what I would advise you to do. They're giving their opinion based on professional experience, based on fact, but they're giving their overview, they're editorializing, and they're saying, this is what I feel, this is what I thought. He didn't like a lot of things, and he said that. But most of all, also it was informed. He had all his facts and figures. He knew what he was talking about, and that gave him this speed and conviction in delivery. He knew that there was 16 plays in that first drive. He knew that there was 2 penalties against his team before they had to punt. He knew that there was 2 turnovers to the no turnovers on the other side. In fact, those facts are probably burning a hole in his brain as he goes home that night and goes to bed. He probably can't get them out of his brain, but they're there and he can pick them off like you can in any presentation because you know your stuff. But the most important thing about that clip, the reason I played it, was when you do all of that stuff, when you speak conversationally, you know your stuff and you have conviction, the delivery is amazing. It's like something an actor would be proud of. There is repetition. I didn't like, I didn't like, I didn't like. There is intonation, there is inflection. There's even a dramatic pause. He has 4 didn't likes, pause, and then he goes, I didn't like that we lost the game. This kind of punchy conclusion. There was fluency, there was fluidity, there was conviction, confidence. It was effortless and it was punchy and it was really, really vibrant. And it was just a guy talking. He doesn't even really want to talk. He wants to go home. He has to give the press conference. But when you see somebody in full flight conversationally talking about something they believe in, it just flows like water. You don't have to manipulate your body language, your eye contact, your hand gestures. It happens naturally and it's brilliant to see. Unusual choice anyway, I just thought I'd throw it out there. And actually, strictly speaking, that's 2016, just the end of, but I only got the clip recently. So I'll stick it in as my presentation of the year for 2017. So hopefully I can talk to you again next year. But in the meantime, let's play out with Coach Gruden. Happy Christmas.
I don't like the way we came out. I don't like the way they had 16-play drive right down our throat to start the game. I don't like the way our offense answered with 2 penalties on the first drive and having to punt. That's not the way we want to come out of a football game, getting ready for a good team on the road. I don't like the fact we had 2 turnovers and we didn't cause any. I don't like the fact that we lost the game.